Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Star Eye podcast. Today's episode is titled Mirror, Mirror, the Magic of Glamour and Beauty Spells. So, today I would like to talk about the allure or glamour, of beauty spells. And there's been a long history of beauty spells and also modern beauty spells that maybe people are not aware of. And so today I'd like to talk about that. Well, let's step into what that is. Okay, so what that really is not just an aesthetic type of application where we could make ourselves look aesthetically pleasing, or have a change our appearance in a way to get that vibe. It's actually a spell that changes our energy, and it is also literally the art of shifting our perception. You're not actually changing who you are. It's more like you're revealing a version of yourself that you've always been there, but now you can, it's like you can bring it to the surface, if you will. And people will find that very magnetic, and they see a difference in your energy and aura. So this is definitely an ancient practice, and it goes beyond makeup. It's how you walk, it's how you speak, it's how you enter a room. And people feel your energy when you come through. So it's a lot like imagine the sparkle dust on the aura, it makes you become magnetic and unforgettable. So you definitely can see that when you meet someone with a lot of charisma or a vibe in a way. When they talk about a vibe, what they mean is the energy, not just the aesthetics. So as a whole package, it's kind of like sparkly. So if we go back to history, it's definitely, there's definitely rich, beauty magic is definitely part of history for a long, long time. And it goes beyond, cosmetics. It's kind of like manipulating the perception, bending light and energy and attention to shifts how you are seen or felt or experienced. So the origins can definitely date back from, if you think about it, Egypt, right? So Egyptians, they've used magic, incantations, and they used crystals, and they use things to adorn their bodies, makeup, cosmetics, crystals, to give them a certain aura about themselves. So it's definitely creating some type of illusion over one's aura, over one's presence. It also dates back all the way back to even like Celtic or Irish mythology, where there is like potions or spells about creating more of a youthful or glowing like skin through certain ingredients. So this would be classed as glamour magic. So the goddess Aphrodite is one that represents beauty and power. So this is like, in a way, a lot of people used to pray to her or sacrifice something for her, do some type of ritual magic with the oils, perfumes, or dance, or some type of sacrifice to manifest a desired outcome for themselves. So Aphrodite was a strong example of someone who was, if you want to work on your beauty. And to this day, I feel Aphrodite is worshipped or, recognized as doing some spiritual work in order for her to grant you these magical abilities to transform your energy. Even all the way to medieval witchcraft, like the Renaissance era, they were heavily into spells about achieving a more youthful and attractive look, to be recognized and to to marry upwards in a way. I feel like all the women in the past, the only thing they had was beauty, basically, to marry up. It's a part of survival. And definitely, so glamour magic is all over the world, right? Seen in all over the world, especially Egypt, where it definitely started. And even in ancient China, I feel, everywhere, to gain a certain energetic vibration on their own body to up their game or part of their survival. So if we go into modern culture and we look at glamour and magic in TV and film and pop culture, for example, it's all out there, like Harry Potter, Sabrina on Netflix, or the movie The Craft, where the girls started changing their appearances. So, Hollywood does touch on that. It's like they show it, that it is real. There's this classic movie back in the day where I used to watch. It was called Death Becomes Her, and it's literally about magic and a potion in a small bottle that can bring back this fountain of youth, where Meryl Streep, and she's aging, and Goldie Hawn is her rival, and Meryl Streep goes to this witch, I feel, and a sorceress, where she gives her this vial of immortal potion to keep living forever. And it's a fun movie, but they do show you what really is happening, that this actually exists. Also in Disney, I kind of feel like they show a lot of that. If you look at the movie Magnificent, she uses glamour to hide her true intentions and even create illusions, disguising herself as another person. So her presence itself is a glamour, powerful, elegant, and unforgettable person. Right, and she uses it as a weapon, a defensive weapon that controls how people see her. So that is a way of, how people use glamour magic. Also, like modern day movies like Clueless, where, when she creates a makeover on someone, or that movie She's All That, there's an element of like changing the energy through manipulation of things or products, or to give off a certain vibe. So yeah, it's definitely rich in pop culture, and I kind of feel like it's everywhere, but I kind of feel like not everyone, I don't know, I kind of feel like not everyone knows about it. It's kind of like they made it like folklore in a way. If you look at Disney, in The Little Mermaid, Ursula transformed herself into Vanessa, which is human and steals the prince, right? So she uses Ariel's voice and physical glamour to project beauty and control and perception. This type of glamour here is more like a dark seduction, an illusion. So it's kind of like, that's like the dark side of glamour. In Cinderella, the fairy godmother transforms Cinderella into from a servant to someone who with an absolute vision, with her wand and her magic and her belief. So the glamour is definitely here, that's rooted in hope and inner worth. It's all about empowerment and transformation. It's not just about the dress. It's about Cinderella seeing herself as someone who's worthy to be seen. So here we see glamour magic is helping a person instead of manipulating an individual to be seen a different way. It definitely can be used in two different ways. If we look at Pinocchio, the blue fairy basically transforms him into human, and he can grow. So she uses radiant celestial power to bring that type of glamour and exudes purity and wonder. So this angelic being gives glamour in perception of shaped by vibration and light. So for example, also if you look at Aladdin, right? So the genie transformed him into a prince, the clothes, the voice, the smoothness, right? And it gives him this identity of true power, to give him this confidence to come towards Jasmine. And Entangled, her mother uses the golden flower magic to keep herself internally youthful. So she casts a glamour of magic while hiding her true age and intent. This type of glamour is more like youth magic and vanity spell. So if we move on to example, another one, The Princess and the Frog, where there's a spell that transforms the frog. You transform into a frog and then you find your truth through love and not appearance. So glamour type, this type of spell is reverse glamour, stripped off the appearance to reveal the soul. So what Disney teaches us is more about the examples of good, like light and dark glamour magic. There's manipulation and deception with Ursula, the evil queen of Snow White, and the tangled mother. And also, it does show self-confidence and transformation through Cinderella and Aladdin. And divine beauty and inner light with the blue fairy and the fairy godmother in Cinderella. So my final thought on these movies is it's basically used for a place. It could be used for a place of ego, insecurity, or power hunger, and it fades or fails. When it's rooted in authentic self-love, joy, or belief, it becomes the true magic and others feel it too. So real glamour isn't just about being seen though. It's about choosing how you show up and letting your energy speak before your words do. It's like your energy does all the talking in a way. If we go back to people in history, like famous people in history that embody this type of energy. If we go back to, Egypt, where Cleopatra, when she was around, she definitely used this type of feminine power over people, and she used a lot of glamour magic in regards to like jewelry and fragrances and presents to symbolize her power and to enchant these world leaders, right? So her performance, it helps her perform. She's dressed as like a goddess in a way, and she's commanding this attention before she speaks. It's like this regalness. So that her type of glamour is literally more like a ritual. I feel like she would do a ritual every day, and I kind of feel like she's using this as a tactic to win over her enemies or for her to conquer and rule something. So she definitely was a very strong person, example to watch, that who used glamour magic to get what she wanted and got there. The next fascinating figure in the past that used glamour magic, I feel, in my opinion, is Marilyn Monroe. So she created an entire energy field of femininity. Now, if you look at her past, before she turned into that bombshell, there's this transition where from normal girl next door to absolute sex symbol. And I do believe that there's an element of glamour magic there through the way she spoke, the voice, the walk, the smile, the scent. Everything was more like engineered in a way as a signature, like an aura. So that's an example of someone who embodied strong glamour. And she was more of has this type of glamour of Venusian magnetism, sexual power, which plus with like a softness, femininity, and exudes this, this vibe, and it basically fascinated everyone across the globe. So she used to exist at normal Jane, but then she created her own image with this glamour magic. And I believe she'd done this all the way to the end of her life. Another person I find that used glamour magic in Hollywood was Marlene Dietrich, that's her name. She definitely played with gender and elegance and danger. Her look was androgyny, smoky voice, and commanded the camera, making her a living spell. That type of glamour is more like fluid dominance and mystery. And, she's famous for saying, I decide what's beautiful. So she was definitely in her power. If we go back even further, there was this noblewoman, a powerful noblewoman in the past who used black magic, calm beauty magic, to get what she wanted. And this woman was named as Elizabeth Bathory, and she was part of an elite family in Europe where she married into a powerful family, and they had like lands and servants and wealth. And she was known for intelligence, education, and deep interest into the occult and healing and mysticism. So she has a nickname called the Blood Countess, because what she did was she believed that bathing in the blood of young virgins would preserve her youth and beauty. And it was said that she murdered over 100 girls, or over 1,000, really? Over 7 years. So hundreds of others several years. Often so I kind of feel like these stories were about ritualistic acts, including blood, letting, torture, and occult ceremonies. So these tales cast her history as like some type of vampire witch obsessed with internal beauty and youthful skin. So that's an example of extreme dark magic that people obsessed with glamour, obsessed with being perceived a certain way. So she's definitely the embodiment for darkness, for sure, in regards to glamour magic. But yes, if we go to modern times, examples I would give is maybe Beyonce. She has a presence, a mystery, or divine energy. She uses light, visuals, costuming to create a ritual-like performance, and which alters time and space on stage, and has a pure magnetism and sovereignty that she exudes. This type of energy is more like a queen, as a deity glamour, and she doesn't just perform, she channels it when she does the singing and the dancing acts. Another person that does this is Rihanna, with her style, her fragrances, her confidence. She's known for her walk, her stare, her silence, her smell. She moves between masculine and feminine energy with ease. And Fenty isn't just makeup, it's an empowerment wrapped in aesthetics and spell work. So this type of glamour type of spell, she's more like the unbothered goddess of glamour. And she doesn't seek or ask attention, it bends towards her in a way. There's this powerful femininity coming from her. Another person I'd like to talk about is Megan Fox. She's definitely seductive, and she uses her eye contact, her moves, her direct tone, hypnotic gazes. She's very self-aware, and she definitely plays the dark feminine very well. She's very open to talking about manipulating energy and being a witch and being creative and being spiritual. So she's more like the shadow kind of sorceress glamour. She owns the taboo. She owns it. Another person I like to talk about is Kim Kardashian. Now, she is the epitome of someone who does like to make people see her as what she wants to be seen as. So she's more like a visual person, and she rarely speaks in public unless it's highly curated, and her photos are definitely planned. Her hair, makeup, her shapewear, aesthetics is all about beauty and creating a certain perception, finding herself most of all times through look alone. So she's a type of person who's more of a personal projection of glamour and the body as an altar. The next person is a good case study is Lady Gaga. She uses costume as ritual and character shape-shifting and her voice. So there's a lot of uses of images, vulnerability, and control to shape our perception of reality and self. So Born This Way is a glamour anthem for her. She creates the performance that feels like a ritual as well. And she's more like a visionary performer in glamour, and she definitely it is definitely like a ritual that she does to entice the viewer or to be more magnetic. And the last person I like to look at is Lana Del Rey. She has a haunting energy about her, and her music, it's like a spell work, I feel. And she uses sadness, seduction, and longingness. She appears emotionally transparent but remains deeply unreachable. So she's the type of person who's more like a ghost siren glamour. And with her suffering and her magnetism pulls you in. So what all these celebrities are doing is definitely, it's kind of planned. It's kind of like everything is done for a reason. This eye contact, this intimidation to hypnotize you or to control you, or like everything, the persona to create a role, then to play and then to channel that archetype. The silence, which is the mystery, the energy, attention to what isn't said, and visuals, obviously, hair, nails, perfume, movements, all act as the aura amplifiers. So these women don't just look good. They engineer this energy. They know the glamour magic is not about being beautiful. It's about controlling a room without having to speak. She walked in like a prayer and left like a spell. That's a quote that I read somewhere. I don't know where it's from, but I remember that quote. So so that's the vibe that every entertainer likes to have, likes to leave the impression of their brand. Let's talk about one more person, Demi Moore. I feel like she definitely is age-defying. She's some type of sorceress. She looks really good at what she does. She's kind of this energy. It's more radiates. It's not begging. It's more like drawing people in. There's a mystery here. There's a magnetism, and she's got a big energy. So with the way she looks and the way she commands the room, she's been around for a while, so she knows what she's doing. Let's talk about magic in cosmetics. Now, we know, perfume is one way of attracting and, grabbing people's attention, and, the lingering scent definitely becomes part of your aura, especially if you wear it a lot and people, remember that's you. But if we look into brands, I have two brands I looked into. It's one is Charlotte Tilbury, a British brand. And she has names like Magic Cream, Pillow Talk, Hollywood Flawless Filter, Airbrush Flawless, Potions, Glamour. It just feels like it's from some type of grimoire or spell book. The packaging is very celestial and ritualistic. And the packaging is rose gold star motifs, moonlight and stars. Charlotte herself talked about makeup as being confident spells. And she says, give a woman the right makeup, she can conquer the world. She's not selling her makeup. She's transforming people in regards to personal identity through beauty. Another brand I've been watching that is deeply using glamour magic is Kat Von D. The person who built it is now no longer, part of that brand, but she definitely used a lot of magic and ritual work in this, in her brand, and I feel like this is the reason why it had this effect on people. She definitely has been seen, or she's been spoken in interviews about lighting candles, creating sigils, and setting focus intentions for launching these products, right? So her packaging often is more like a Gothic theme, occult symbols, moon, daggers, roses and thorns, blood, and skulls, anything dark. So she's more known for that dark side of glamour magic. So she knows what she definitely is doing. She definitely has this color palette of deep reds and maroons. She's very witchy-like. She has like these product names like Lolita, Sinner, Poe, Witches, Saint, and Cathedral. Eyeshadow shades in tone of ritual, smoke, ash, bone, and blood. The naming of these choices and presentations followed a dark type of feminine archetype, not in mainstream beauty ideals. She gave the alternative beauty a sacred spellbound status. She made it a vibe, okay? So her personal branding is like a living sigil. Her tattoos, her fashion, and energy is part of her glamour work. She created an entire aura around herself of mystery, of depth, of power, and rebellion. She's magnetized a global audience without traditional beauty standards and beauty industry tactics. Her magic and her identity were the marketing. So she definitely woven that magic into her business practices, where she would utilize or use ritualistic launches by aligning them with numerology, lunar cycles, and powerful dates. International naming and limited edition drops created a sense of ritual, exclusivity, and energy activation. People felt like they were buying into a magical current. So this brand also embodied that saint and sinner vibe, if you look at it, which were the two best-selling perfumes, aesthetic, Shadow and Light, if you ever heard of it, or Saint and Sinner. Saint was more like a divine feminine, ethereal softness and light perfume, or Sinner was a dark and seductive mystery. This duality mirrors the light and the dark magic, Venus and Lilith, beauty and danger. So so that was the history and modern day glamour spells and magic where we dived into. And I'd like to talk about my own experience in regards to beauty and glamour magic. I personally have a beauty spell on my website, sarai.com. This is from my opinion. This I've done so many beauty spells on other people. The spell itself is basically to help boost your attractiveness and make you more confident in your own skin. So you feel fresher and lighter and more beautiful and more feminine. And it's great for people who want that confidence. It's great for the people who want that aura, that vibe. And it helps you like unleash the real beauty within yourself to your fullest potential. And it's definitely great. The second one is 10 years beauty spell, 10 years younger. And this spell basically makes you obviously 10 years look 10 years younger. So this definitely harnesses the power of natural energies, rejuvenating your inner glow and slowing down aging. This helps you unlock the potential and unveil your stunning inner beauty, embracing a more youthful glow and defying the hands of time. Okay, so both spells are last for 1 year. After that 1 year, you would have to renew, or you can just do something else. But it's more like a beauty filter. You know, in TikTok, when you do that spell, there's this aura. So the TikTok filter is like you are who you are, right? But when you put your face on that filter, there's a cast, there's like an aura, like a mist of magnetism over you. It's a lot like that. So for example, like this is how powerful these spells are. So For example, Elena from Europe, she did that beauty spell with me, I think a year ago. And this person is very, very picky. She's a pretty girl, but she feels like her confidence and her looks was fading due to stress. So she did that beauty spell with me. Within a couple of days, I feel like it was 2 days or something like that. She spoke to me and she was in shock. She said that she looks like she had cosmetic surgery. All her looks was enhanced, and she was very happy. Now, mind you, this person is very, very has a lot of high standards, a lot of insecurities, and this helped her become much more happier in her own skin in a way. Like she always had it in a way, even though she does have this beauty filter on. So yeah, and she also said to me that would it get even better during, during in the near future, because it was just newly cast. And I said yes. So she's been a happy customer ever since. There's another woman named Georgina, and she told me that everywhere she goes, people cannot not talk about the way she looks, how pretty she is, how beautiful she is, how radiant she is. She goes, every single person I meet, they tell me I'm the most stunning individual they ever met. And she says in the beginning it's flattering and it's amazing, and you can't believe, you're shocked that the spell worked. But then she said that it kind of gets old quick, because people bother you a lot, men and women. She says when you go out running errands, and you could just look like absolutely like a mess. And she says like there's not one person that doesn't say how amazing she looks. Another person, her name is P, and she says the same thing, that it makes her feel beautiful. She definitely feels that this spell has helped her, be comfortable in her own skin, made her feel more confident, and she's all about self-love. And this is a spell for someone who wants to radiate self-love and build that self-esteem. I also have, love oils, perfumes, and beauty spells available on my websites. But that's just, I was just talking about the spells. There are other things like oils that you can put in your bath, or you can put it on your skin to radiate a certain magnetism. I do have a love potion perfume that helps attract people towards you. And yeah, that's definitely fun things to try. If you don't want to do the beauty spell, you can definitely try makeup types, cosmetic type of enhanced spells, magically enhanced products. But yeah, so it's just fun. It's just anything that brings out that confidence. It definitely helps with that. I have some tips though also about love spells. If anyone's interested, you can definitely do a little bit of something just to heal or bring back that self-love, or bring your bad energy into balance. You can definitely do some mirror work, where you look in the mirror first thing in the morning or before you go out at night. You can say a mantra, something like, I am seen, I am felt, I am desired, my energy is unforgettable. You can apply perfume and say the same thing, and then write because it is, or use oils, bless yourself with these oils. Especially my love oil definitely helps. You can put the oil in the bath, and it will radiate that love energy in the bath. Or you can just apply it on your skin, or put it in your hair if you'd like. So the whole thing about this is all about, you don't just want to be admired. You want to do this because you want to be that presence. You want to be, you want to feel that divine presence within you. You want to, be your highest potential. So mirror work is definitely a good idea if you want to bring back that confidence, that energy. Or you could do baths, self-love baths, where you put rose quartz in the bath and love oil in the bath, and you will radiate that type of similar energy. You can also put the rose quartz in your lotions, right? In the creams. You could put like a small crystal in the oils, and it will basically change the energy of the oils to bring you that radiance, to bring you that glow or inner beauty. You just have to charge it with the intention of what you want it to do, and that is a big way of changing that energy in that cream. You could also use rose quartz in your pillow, so you sleep, and while you sleep with the rose quartz, it's energizing, or it's making your aura more attractive, magnetic, more vibrant. You just have to charge it. So, because we spend a lot of time sleeping, like getting our beauty sleep, you might as well just use crystals to enhance your vibration, to enhance your energy, to bring that, femininity back to, to enhance that feminine energy. And it's been an interesting topic to talk about today. So for today, that's all I have. And it's definitely been fun to talk about. If you love this episode, share it with your magical friends. And don't forget, your reflection is sacred. Until the next time, stay powerful, stay radiant. This is Starry Eyes signing off. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Starry podcast. Today's episode is titled Mirror, Mirror, the Magic of Glamour and Beauty Spells. So today I would like to talk about the allure or glamour, of beauty spells. And there's been a long history of beauty spells and also modern beauty spells that maybe people are not aware of. And so today I'd like to talk about that. Let's step into what that is. Okay, so what that really is not just an aesthetic type of application where we could make ourselves look aesthetically pleasing, or have a change our appearance in a way to get that vibe. It's actually a spell that changes our energy, and it is also literally the art of shifting our perception. You're not actually changing who you are. It's more like you're revealing a version of yourself that you've always been there, but now you can, it's like you can bring it to the surface, if you will. And people will find that very magnetic, and